All right, so let's just settle in and breathe in and out, knowing that this is the law of circulation. Breathing in this oneness, this truth, and breathing out into that oneness as well, for there is only this. And as we remember Michael's prayer of love, we take this into the solitude, knowing and claiming that love is the very core, the very center, the very essence of who we are. For we are this oneness of the universe. Infinite indwelling God. And we take time to just listen. Listen to the song of love, the words of love, the knowingness of love, as we feel it expanding out from the very center, not just from our heart, but from our soul. Our mind, our beingness. And we just let go and listen. And as we take another deep breath, we bring our attention back to the here and now. And as we do, we bring that sense, that knowingness of unconditional love, the love of God, the presence of God. We bring it to the forefront of our memory. We simply say yes. Yes to the knowingness. Yes to this as our truth. And we take this love into our life, here, now, and as the week unfolds. And we just breathe and remember and know. And so it is.
Thank you, Michelle. See how wonderful that was?
So beautiful. We're so
Thank
blessed.
you. Thank you. Oh, wow. We're going to bring up the energy, and I'm going to invite Muthani and Nancy to unmute, and they are going to give us a song. I'm just going to bring that. Oh, nope, hang on. We're going to do a different one. We got to open up with our regular one. Sorry, ladies. Yours is coming up. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited about this song. Take it away, Reverend Barb.
All right, everyone, you know how to sing this song. It's our sacred song. We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. Well, we are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one, Reverend Gwen.
We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one.
One, we are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. When it's all said and done, we are one.
Woo! Thank you. I'm so excited about this song. I rushed it, but it will come after I give a message. So here I am today. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this time and space of coming together in community. I'm so grateful to see each and every one of you. It's already been 2 weeks since Froggy Friday, and there's been so much happening. We have 3 classes that are already halfway through, and that's not. We also have the, of course, Prac 2 class, and we also have the ministerial class, and that's ongoing. And to mention the Prac 2 class, let's just give them a lot of love. They are getting ready for some big exam coming up and assignments, etc. So just always keep shining your light and love to them, because it's a lot. It's a lot, and they just need that love and encouragement. We're also doing a lot of prepping and planning for Reverend Barb and Reverend Mel. Woo! They're coming soon. They're coming soon, and it's so exciting. I have to say that I feel like I want to jump in their suitcase now that it's really coming down to the wire. And we also had great representation for CSL Kenya at the Vista annual conference, and we will get to more of that in a bit. So, and there's more. There's always more. We have a thriving community here. And I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about, and I woke up yesterday and I've been teaching the art of treatment with Reverend Pat, and we talk a lot about our mental work, our mental atmosphere, our mental energies, etc. And as I woke up yesterday, the divine always has something to say to me in those quiet hours of the morning when I'm just waking up. And it was like, where is your thinking? I perked up and paid attention. What is your mental attitude? And I'm like, about what? What are you talking about? What's going on? And then I had this mental image. This image popped into my head, and it was of my kitchen table. In Canada, the US, we have a saying, and maybe you have it in Kenya as well, but we say the only thing that we're sure of is death and taxes. Well, now that science of mind is in my life and my understanding, I don't worry so much about death. But taxes, that's another thing. There's deadlines to that. So every year, as a Canadian, I have to pay income tax on whatever I made throughout the year. But there's a whole process, there's a whole form to fill out. You have to gather all the bits and pieces that of the income and what you spent, and you got to calculate. And I've got I got 3 different kinds of forms to submit because of what I do. And so I put it off generally. Usually, I put it off. That is my mental attitude, is procrastination. And every year I think, nope, not this year. I'm going to get it in early and get it off my plate. So I did. I got all my bits and pieces of papers all out. I got all the calculations, the calculator out and warmed up. I got my pencils sharpened. I put everything into piles and organized them. I tallied them all up. That was 9 days ago, and I haven't touched it since. There it is, still laying on the table. Ah, I'm a way out from the deadline. I believe it's April 30th, right? Is it April 30th? Yes? Nod your head. Yes. Okay. But I really am determined to get it out. I use my deadline as March 31st because of my procrastinating character, my thing, my mental attitude. And today I got thinking about that because Einstein said, can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we're used to create them. Okay, that's true, because that's what we know. We turn 180 degrees away from the condition we want to change, right, students? Right, everyone? We know that. So, what's the problem? The problem is I procrastinate. I know this about myself. I know that it is happening within. And so my outer experience is I can't even use my kitchen table for the last 9 days because I won't remove those papers until I submit this tax forms. So I won't be inviting you all over for supper anytime soon until I get these papers off my table. So 9 days I've been watching this papers on my table, and I can just walk by it like this too. I don't have to look at it. I just turn away from it, right? Just enough so I can't see it. But I know it's there. I know it's there. So what's going on? Is it a problem? Procrastination has been a part of my experience and a part of my doing. When I want to avoid doing things I don't like doing, maybe I don't understand how to do them. Maybe it's not pleasant. Maybe it's really sticking myself out there and exposing myself and being vulnerable. That's when I can be procrastinating as well. But to label it a bad problem or a problem sometimes, it doesn't always fit, because you know what? There's no bad parts of me. There's no bad parts of you. That is just who I am. and I have to look at it and discover how it works for me. So I know that sometimes when I've procrastinated, better things have come along because I just waited that extra bit of time to deal with something else better came along. I've gotten better tickets to an event because I procrastinated long enough that they sold out, and then I ended up coming through another way of getting a ticket to some venue, and it was a better ticket. It has benefited me as well. So I just started thinking about that, and I started thinking about possibilities. Procrastination has its own possibilities. So what do we know? We know that thought is creative and that our conscious thinking directs the subconscious to formulate our desire, our new idea, our change condition. Trust me, I have other people treated for my procrastination tendencies, but my tendencies run deep, and I'm not doing anything outside of that treatment to change it really. I'm not treating and moving my feet. You'll hear that a lot in science of mind and with religious scientists. You got to treat and move your feet. So I've planned, I've set intentions, I have, of course, had other people treated, and I still have this resistance to changing when it comes to certain things. So after I contemplated about the procrastination, I thought, if there are so many possibilities in life, why is procrastination not a possibility for me? Am I going to keep it or am I going to curb it? I think it would behoove me, it would benefit me to just curb it in certain areas of my living, for sure. Of course, I know that. So back to what we know. We know that thought is creative and that our conscious thinking directs our subconscious to create whatever form we have put into it. That makes that subconscious subjective, and is the servant of our consciousness as we impress into it. So consciously impressing into that creative mind, that part of the creative process that can only say yes, it is that desire and that direction and that intention that gives us the power, and it empowers us. Ernest Holmes says, it is the greatest discovery, and it is a path to freedom. So, what do I want to do with this? My procrastination I have to become more aware. I'm going to allow it to be in my life. I'm going to curb it. I'm going to change it by degree. I'm going to create possibilities with it, because I know that after so many years of living, at least the last 40 years of my adult life, it has always been in my life. So I'm going to use that to my advantage rather than criticize and put it down. My stinking thinking around procrastination for myself was to put myself down, to berate myself because I didn't get something done on time, that I lost an opportunity, that I didn't serve somebody else in that procrastination, that it was a lame excuse. What are you doing? Why aren't you picking yourself up? Today, I want to talk about possibilities. I am possibility. I am possibility. I am full of possibilities and potentialities, and I have yet to achieve my greatest and best and highest potential. That is always there for me to grab onto and to recognize and to go for, just like each and every one of you. Within us, Ernest Holmes says, is unborn possibility of limitless experience. Ours, I'm almost going to cry at this. ours is the privilege to giving birth to it. We are privileged because we have this knowledge of how to intentionally use the power of the universe, that creative process. And sometimes when I get upset with myself, I know that I'm using this in a sleepy, slack, unmotivated way. I know that there's more potential in me. I am full of potentialities. I am potential and possibilities. I am possibilities. That's the word I want to use. Possibilities. That's the theme. And I'm really realizing this coming into all this planning with the 2024 conference. I know that there are immense possibilities on the horizon for me, just as it is for each and every one of you. We are coming to Nairobi to have this 2024 conference, to gather, to be in communion, to hold that sacred space, to be with each other, to know that oneness and wholeness, to be in that heartbeat of Africa that emanates out. And just like our mental attitude and our mental atmosphere, it emanates out. We are love. We are one. We are whole. We are that magnificence that we are discovering each and every day. The biggest revelation that we can make is who we are. We can say that we are that divine spirit incarnate, but have we embodied it and we embraced it? And I can only speak for myself. I'm still a progress, a work in progress. That's what I want to say. Because as soon as we learn something at depth, there's a deeper place to go. We are that sacred, expansive energy of the universe within me, as me, through me. So there is no limitation. It is all possibility. So I'm going to step into that more and more and more. And I invite you to join on that bandwagon for yourself as well. Grow your curiosity about yourself. Grow your understanding of who you are and what is your potential and possibility. What is your mental attitude? What am I thinking? We talk about that stinking thinking, how we have to weed those bad thoughts out. You know, that is a very good discipline and habit to get into. It allows for things to come about in a more clear, direct way. When we're not sure, when we're in that confusion, we reach out, we get somebody to help us with the clarity. We're never alone. We're never alone. And within that sense of possibility, it can elevate you out of anything that feels like aloneness or separation. I invite you to just sit with your mental attitude, what you're putting out there for yourself. What is your potentiality, your possibility? And own it. And with this coming up in this conference, everyone is going to have to step up and step in and lean into more and more of themselves. We are a united unity of oneness, putting on this beautiful expression of the divine called the Heart of Africa 2024 conference. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. Namaste. And now I would like to invite Muthani and Nancy to unmute and sing this song. And I want you to embrace the words and embody it for yourself. Let the words sink in. Ladies, if you can take it away. Muthani, do you want to start? You go right through it, and then Nancy will go right through it, and maybe do it twice each, alternating. That would be beautiful.
I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. There's no limit to what can be. Everything is reality. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. Nancy? I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. There's no limit to what can be. Every dream is reality, 'cause I am possibility. I am possibility, infinite possibility. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. There's no limit to what can be. Every dream is reality. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. I am possibility. I am possibility. Infinite possibility. There's no limit to what can be. Every dream is reality, 'cause I am possibility. I am possibility, infinite possibility, infinite possibility. Oh, that was so fantastic. I love it. And we
Oh,
say it and we mean
fantastic.
it. I love looking over and seeing Duke close his eyes and sing the song, and Reverend Claire bopping her head. Infinite possibility. What is that? What is that to you? Well, I want to share with you what you have been hearing the buzz the last week or so about the Vista Conference. The Vista Conference is an opportunity for our greater organization, Centers for Spiritual Living, around the entire globe to come together in leadership. It is a time when they do their business aspect. We hold our business meetings. We vote in the next spiritual leader. We vote in all of the different positions, just like a smaller board or our CLF foundation. We vote in our members. We have adjuncts, which are people who just come and share their expertise and their love. We have experts who are spiritual leaders who come and share their wisdom and shine their light. It's a chance for our leadership to all get together and learn new tools to bring to our community, to learn new things about each other, and be able to be together in community. And this year they held it online and in person for the first time in over 2 years. So it was really a powerful, powerful moment for our community, in particular, Kenya. Our Centers for Spiritual Living recognized CSL Kenya to the nth degree in many, many ways this season. Vista is a recognition of, as I said, our leadership, our spiritual community, like-minded people where they hold workshops where we get to learn things and bring it back to our community, as I said, where we get to participate and feel the glow of love that is emanating from each and every one of us from being in that spiritual community together. I'm not sure if you want me to go on, Gwen, about our awards or our participation, or if you want to do that.
Yeah, well, we
sure
just want to talk about it a little more in detail because there's snippets about it and there's questions. So we had our own Michelle Taylor, who was awarded the Education Award for her work in excellence of education in the field of science of mind. And Michael, do you want to speak to that? Because Michael wrote that nomination up to present it and to CSL to get Michelle considered. Michael, do you want to unmute and say anything about that? He's probably off chasing after the kids.
He may not be here even. I'm looking around. Well, what happens, the process is Michael nominated and he wrote the greater organization and said, Michelle Taylor is outstanding in her field of education for the science of mind. And then the committee considers, he has to fill out a whole bunch of documentation. The committee considers it, and then they reach out to people, and they reached out to Gwen and I as her spiritual leaders, and they put us through an interview about the work that Michelle does. And other people were also recommending her, and we put her name forward. So Michelle, as a result, won that award. And I want you to know that you are educated in this teaching, in the science of mind, by Michelle, who has created a team of warriors, Reverend Claire and Karen and others, many, many others. There's Reverend Pat and Reverend Gwen and Melody has been, and many, many others. She has been recognized for that leadership in teaching you. And it is a gift to all of you. She has been our gift. And she shares her gift, her brilliance, her love. Yes, Duke, give it up. Her energy, her wisdom with each and every one of us, her patience, her kindness. The list of adjectives go on to describe Michelle, but mostly the one thing that encompasses all of it, and this will make me cry, is her heart is huge. She has
it's all about the teaching.
Yeah. She's a straight shooter. You always know where you stand with Michelle, and you know, as her teacher, she will tell you exactly what she's thinking. And she is so deserving and so worthy of this award and a reflection of our community that is outstanding. We love you, Michelle Taylor. Thank you for being you. God bless you with us, and we receive you, and we thank you, and we are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, do the slow clap. Dan is doing the slow clap. I love it. And so then we had Wilka. Yes, she is awesome, Nancy, and you know that firsthand. Our Britain school kids were singing a song, and they were received and brought tears to people's eyes. There were hundreds of people on this platform with Vista, hundreds and hundreds of people recognizing the work that you are part of here in Kenya. in Nairobi and beyond, Kisii and Kisumu and Tanzania and beyond. So that was a powerful moment. Wilkester was to have a moment of recognition as well. And that was a beautiful and powerful opportunity for her to have had. And then we, as a whole community, Fred, Michael, Duke, Patrick, Alfred, Dan, Kara, Siku, Flo, Philip, Faith, Nancy, Rahema, Hezekiah, Pat, Michelle, Reverend Gwen, Reverend Barb, Lucia, every single one of us that is here and beyond, that is part of our spiritual community, was awarded the highest award that is bestowed upon this conference, the Vista Conference. And that was the community award.
Yeah.
The community. That is for the recognition of the growth that you have done, that we have done. That is in recognition for the participation and teaching this solid foundation of the science of mind principles, living them, walking them. So I want you to know that the arms that have been reached out that are holding ours, they may appear invisible, but they are strong and mighty, and they are holding and embracing and comforting and loving and wanting more, and to learn more and know more, yes, Philip, of each and every one of us and what we do and how we're doing it. We have been recognized, but I want to tell you something. Our spiritual leader, we now have a new spiritual leader, but our past spiritual leader, Edward Valhune, who you have seen speak here. Last Easter, he spoke with us. He's from South Africa, and he was the spiritual leader for a number of years with our organization. He said that the growth of the organization, and I share this with you, is not in the leadership. The growth of the organization, just because Gwen and I appear to be at the head, or Michelle is the lead practitioner, or there's Reverend in front of our names, that is not how our community grows. It grows because of the hearts that are beating as you. As each and every one of you. You have answered this divine calling to say yes, to be part of our spiritual community. And I and Gwen and our trustees and our CLF Foundation and everyone else that's looking upon us is so blessed by your presence. Our spiritual community are rock stars. So tag, touch yourself on your heart, because Spirit has tagged us. You are it, capital IT. You are Spirit in action. And our community, CSL Kenya, is here because you have answered your calling to be part of our family. Thank you. Thank you.
And the other thing was, you're spreading it, you're moving it outwards, you're not keeping it for yourselves. It's the outward momentum as well. And that's what another part of his key message was, that we're taking it out, like we're the front liners. It's all going out. We're out on the skinny branches of sharing this teaching and philosophy. So thank you for your willingness. Duke, Patrick, and James, our translation team, are doing tremendous work in aiding that. They're spreading that pamphlet that was written up and designed by Philip. Thank you, Philip. And there's the translation is going out into other communities. We have yet to get it published, but we're working on that. And they're almost the fine details, the finishing details of how to change your thinking is happening. It's in the works. It is this close. Correct? Duke, nodding your head. Yep. Patrick told me yesterday. So, everyone is doing their part. Where is Paul? He's not here today? No. Paul's, going out and teaching. Christine is going out and teaching. Wilkester is sharing the teaching in her Britain school. And
behind the scenes, and there's more. Sorry, Gwen, I get excited too. Behind the scenes, we have Philip, in your gets up and stays up and does work with our communications team and prepares and helps, and each and every one of us have a role. And if you think, oh, what do I do? I'm not doing what those people are doing. You are mistaken. If you are hearing my words right now, you are here. And that is your part right now. That is absolutely your part. And here's another part that you can do. On Saturday, March 25th, Saturday, March 25th is an Our Place gathering at Paul's. If you haven't been, I'm inviting you to come and be with me in community and Reverend Melody. It's an in-person opportunity for us to be together and press some flesh. When I say press flesh, I mean hug and just be together in community. And CLF is creating a special ceremony celebration for everybody. And yes, Michelle, bring a friend, bring your family. It's an opportunity. If they don't know who we are and they're curious about what you've been up to and what's sparking and putting that skip in your jump, bring them to us. Let me share my life with them. Let me share my life as one of your spiritual leaders, and absorb that love and share that wisdom and that information and any questions that you may have. So who's coming on the 25th of March? Unmute, unplug. Let me see you. Come on. Mathoni, Duke's coming. I'm coming to see you too, Duke. Alfred, if you come, I can guarantee that you will change my life.
Absolutely. There's no doubt. And Reverend Barb's going to be handing out certificates of completion, class completion too. So there will be that as well.
Let's have a party.
Any questions? We want open up the floor. Unmute. Bring it on. You want some clarity around something? You want to talk about the 25th?
We have set the dates for our conference. All that information is going to be coming out. I want you to plant seeds in your calendar to attend from February 2nd to February 4th for our conference at the conference center.
KCB.
KCB. Thank you, Gwen. So put that in your calendar. I want you to plan on attending that. I want you to put into that consciousness that you are open to receive the information and be present with, just like the Vista, and be uplifted, like-minded people to grow, to express, to be. I love us deeply. This is so beautiful.
Whoever is planning on coming to Paul's place, our place on the 25th, you'd have to let Nancy know so that they know numbers, because of course Paul's wife is Jambi is doing the cooking, and she needs to have the numbers to prepare the right amount. So please RSVP to Nancy or Paul. He'll take your number too.
I want to see you there. I'm excited to see you there. Do you have any questions, Reverend Gwen? I wanted to give you a gratitude for your talk today, because curiosity is so powerful. Curiosity is one of the most powerful tools we have as beings. You know, get curious and dive in deeper and deeper and deeper. And I love that you forgave me my procrastination for my taxes, Reverend Gwen. I have, your deadline is the end of the month. I leave in 14 days. Mine is sooner than that. I've given myself till Friday. So you should see my kitchen table. Claire's like, girl,
there's also a point of surrender, and it probably will. I know it always works out.
God is so good.
Dan, Philip, Faith, Christopher, Lucia, any questions? Anybody? Or any comments? All right.
I'll talk about procrastination.
Sure. We're going to start a club, Patrick.
It is so sweet. It's so delicious. When you have to put aside some stuff that you don't feel like doing, but eventually time catches up with you and you just have to do it. And while you are doing it, and after you have done it, you wonder, why the hell did you not do it earlier? But eventually it happens.
I know.
So together, we are together on that. Thank you.
Thanks, Patrick. And it's true. Once I actually get those forms filled out, it's like, this was kind of fun. Why didn't I do it sooner? It's just one of those big things every year that hang over my head. Anyway, thank you. That's right. We will start a procrastination club. Make it fun. The biggest procrastination.
The problem
Duke.
the problem will be finding a date and people to actually commit to joining the club.
We'll procrastinate picking a date. Is that what you're saying? Duke, what's up?
Yeah, no, I was just to say thank you for the message of the day, even though I came in late. This message was very, very powerful to me, and I grabbed something which was very good. And within us, there is an inborn possibilities. So we have the potential. We have the potential, and that song from Nancy and Donnie was really very, very good. Thank you so much.
Isn't that a great song? It can
Yeah, it
really lift
was.
you up. I can see you dancing around the yard singing that song.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Nancy and Donnie, for that.
Yes. And I gave them very short notice and they're willing to do it. So kudos to them. Thank you. There was something that I was going to say, but it's gone. So I guess we'll move on to the affirmations. Reverend Barb, can you talk about the offertory, please?
Yes, can you bring up the affirmations?
I will.
Now
Yeah.
is the time for you. Now is the time for you as our spiritual community, as we have grown, to continue to support that spiritual community. I want you to know really clearly that we are an organization, Centers for Spiritual Living Kenya, that runs solely off of love offerings and donations from you and people around the world. I want you to know it cannot run without the generous givings of those around us. And we are open to grow our conscious, our spiritual, financial, abundant, prosperous consciousness as the starting point. So whatever you can give to give back to the community in terms of financial remuneration, we will receive and put it right back into this great community. So everything is possible. We are infinite possibility. And I invite you.
Before you do the actual affirmations, I forgot about the slide that I made. If you look at the word impossible, if you look at something being impossible, and then you change it and just separate a few of the letters, it becomes I'm possible. I'm possible. I forgot to share that, but I found that very empowering, and I found that in a kindergarten room, and I thought how brilliant to have these young minds know that they are possible in anything. There you go. Sorry, Reverend Barb.
That's okay. I am so open to all possibilities of sharing. So I am wondering if I will repeat this and then you will repeat it after me. So unmute, my friends. There's power in coming together in voice and song and allowing our voices to be together. Unmute, unmute, unmute. Karen, Michelle, everybody unmute. Repeat after me. I am filled with the energy of abundance.
I am
filled with the energy of abundance.
I am willing to share my financial good with my spiritual community.
I am willing
to share my financial good with my spiritual community.
So it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Now we have opportunity for prayer. If anybody is needing a treatment for any situation in their life, in a condition or a condition that they want to change, if they want more bliss and happiness in their life, they can receive treatment for that. We have several practitioners here ready to serve you. Michelle.
Our practitioners today are Alfred in room 1, Kareth in room 2, and Nancy in room 3. So those 3, please don't leave.
Hi, Chaku.
Hi.
You unmuted. Do you want to say something? No. No
I
pressure.
wasn't.
Do you
No,
want
just wanted to
treatment?
touch base and say hi. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Duke, you want treatment?
Yes.
Yes, Duke wants treatment.
Okay.
Anybody else's hand up? Use these practitioners. This is their call to life, to serve in this capacity. Anything. Bring it to prayer. Bring it to treatment. So far, we only have Duke. Michelle.
Okay. You can go in with Alfred in room 1.
Alrighty. Okay.
Is there a closing song or anything like that? Or
We
closing
are
prayer?
one spirit. No.
Is there a benediction? Anything?
Yes, there's a benediction. There's a Benny for Karis. Yes, we have a benediction. And I can't remember who it was. Who was it? Wilkester, and she's not here. Karis, how about you give us a benediction? Okay, she's not there. We got to keep their cameras on now so we can keep track of them.
Step away for a moment.
Nancy, can you do you want to do it? She's not going into her room, right?
No,
Oh,
because
we lost her.
On.
she ran now.
Okay.
Okay. I can do the benediction if you want.
Oh, I
Better than-
taxed you already with doing the meditation. Are you okay? Are you up to this?
Benny's I can do.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Bring it home, Michelle.
And so as we close this time together, we are just in such gratitude for this coming together, this sharing and this connection, knowing that we have connected today heart to heart. And in doing that, we have shown up as the presence of God. This is who we are, all that we are, and this is who we are as we go forward into our week, our next 2 weeks until we come together again. We go forward in truth, knowing that we are magnificent because we are the presence of God in action on this planet. So very grateful for this awareness. And so
It is.
Presence of God in action. Beautiful. So
Beautiful.
it is.
Thank you, Reverend Gwen, for a beautiful morning, evening. Thank you, everyone, for
Thanks,
joining
everyone.
us. Go and shine the love and light that you are, and know that you are adored and treasured.
beautiful.
Thanks, Masami.
Masami.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Sleep well, everyone.
See you in a few minutes, Gwen.
Yeah.
Do you want 10? Do you want 10 minutes or 8 minutes? 10 minutes?
10.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Fred. Thanks for coming.
Everyone.
Ezekiel. Hi, Ezekiel.
Thanks,
Hi.
Michelle. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Fred. Thanks, Ezekiel. So long, Gwen. Are you
Ciao.
staying on in this
Recording.
room? Stop.